speak only a foreign language. Being a parent myself, and I'm sure a lot of you can relay the same messages, like all parents present here. I can only imagine the unfathomable, the unimaginable heartache Lina's parents and family have been going through. After escaping the insecurities of their devastated land to find some peace, today we are here to extend our support to them again, support the parents, the family. But the real support will be if we join our efforts to which leads us to find Lina. So if we can put our time in helping the search parties, that's the best. If we can't spare time, at least we can give them the support that they need, whether that's our police department, whether that's our city, whether that's our search and rescue teams. We all need to stand behind them and to work at this. Today it's Lina, and I'm scared tomorrow it could be somebody else's child. We need to come up with better ways of finding and looking into what's happening in our city. Why are kids missing, and where are they being taken? With this, I call upon Miss Nina Glass. She's the chair for the Search and Rescue San Antonio, Texas, has been working long time for and since the beginning of the case. So I welcome Miss Nina Glass to say a few words.
Search and Rescue SATX is a local organization that focuses on serving the community by locating missing persons. When a person goes missing, it's always unexpected. No one plans for their loved one not to come home. It is estimated that 600,000 people in the U.S. go missing every year. Most are recovered quickly, which takes the effort of the community to make sure these people are found. The Amber Alert system was created in 1996 as an early warning system. As of November 24, 2021, there have been 1,085 children successfully recovered through the Amber Alert system. How can you assist? When you hear the alert go off on your phone, pick it up and read it. Picture the vehicle in your mind and speak the license plate number out loud. If you see a billboard with a missing person's face, stop and really look at their face for a few seconds if possible. If you drive by the billboard on your daily commute, look at the picture every day. Repetition is critical. Our lives are busy and we get caught up in everyday activities, and first thing people do is glance at the picture or message, never really process the thoughts in our minds. We ask that you change your behavior. It takes a village to raise a child and to ensure their safety. You could be the one that saves a child's life. Of the 600,000 people that go missing every year, tens of thousands go missing for a year, and then the case becomes cold. We cannot let this happen. We need to continue media coverage to ensure these people are not forgotten. We have conducted several searches for Lina Khil and have not found her yet. This can be very disappointing. Although your efforts are not wasted, the continued media coverage is just what we need to keep her face in the news and on the public's mind. We need the help of our community. We need people to repeatedly see her face. We have to be so grateful for the people that come out and help with these searches. We've had help in the hundreds of people, thanks to KSAT 12, KINS 5, Univision, News 4, and Telemundo. When you hear about a search for Lina, please continue to volunteer. We, the community, want answers, and we want Lina back home with her family.
Thank you, Ms. Glass. I will now invite Ms. Pamela Wafi to say a few words. She has been working alongside with Ms. Lina Glass on Lina's case also.
I just want to introduce myself to everybody. My name is Pamela Wafi. I am actually born here in the United States from Chicago. I have been fortunate enough to marry a Muslim man, and I was accepted into this religion with Welcoming Arms. The case of Lina has been my worst nightmare for over 32 years. When I saw this case, as I sat in my house up at Fort Hood, my nightmare became reality. And I said, there's something I have to do. As I have a 32-year-old son, a 25-year-old daughter, and a 10-year-old son. It is time that we stop looking at people as a race, as a religion. We are looking for a young girl, a beautiful little girl. People need to realize that a girl in this religion is the Father's eyes. My daughter is 25 years old, and my husband would not be able to see today without his daughter. He has only one daughter, and she is everything to him. We need to have compassion for our fellow person, and we need to become union as one. We need unity and stop pointing the fingers. Instead of pointing this one, that one, take that time and let's find Lina and bring her home, please. I beg of you, from the bottom of my heart. Let's bring Lina home. She deserves that. Thank you.
I want to invite Dr. Faiz, Muhammad Faiz. He is a physician here in San Antonio. He's been living in San Antonio 20 plus years. And he's from Afghanistan originally, but he's a big part of this community, and I want to see what he has to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much for everybody to be here. You know, our sister was talking about her husband as a father. I have a daughter, and when she was talking, my tear was coming from my eyes. And I can only imagine how Riyaz and his family is feeling at this moment. We cannot put ourselves exactly on their place, but I guess we can feel it as a father. You know, every day and night, the only thing we can do as a father, my wife and my kids, they're just praying. My son is 22 years old. He was gone for Umrah recently, and he did tawaf around Kaaba by the name of Lina and prayed for her to come back. And right now I'm shaking. It is very difficult. It is very tough. And I hope and I thank all the law enforcement that they're trying their best. But there's a couple of points that I want to know. You know, I'm not involved with the law enforcement, and I don't know all the laws and regulations. But I was surprised when I heard that Amber Alert is off. I thought she's fine. I was working, and one of my nursing staff told me the Amber Alert is off, and I was so excited and happy that I'm pretty sure they found it. And I called my wife, and she called around, and they said, no, we didn't. I don't know why. I want to know if somebody can answer that question. And the other thing is, why not child abduction? Why missing person? You know, she didn't walk out with a boyfriend or something to go and get life at 3 years of age. And then we are talking about finding evidence to make that definition. What can be more stronger evidence than being a 3 years old missing? It is evidence. Somebody has that child. And we need to figure out what we can find. We as a simple citizen, only thing we can do, we hope, we pray, and we cry. But our trust and everything is in law enforcement. And I hope that we find a way and a better explanation for that and see what can we do to make this possible a little bit more effective and find a little girl back. That's how I would say. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Faiz. I will now invite Dr. Aki Muhammad. He's from yes, it's from Afghan community. He's one of the leaders that is currently very close to Afghan community, that is the refugee community. So he wants to say a few words.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I say thank you to everyone coming up together, making that prayer for Lina to reunite with her family. And I do appreciate from the management of Hizawala Masjid making this arrangement or making that dua for Lina's to be reunited with her parents. Lina's missing is not a pain for her family or her parents, the Afghan community, the Muslim community here, and it's a pain for everyone that either their parents or don't have children. I have seen parents that they were aware that this Lina has been missing. I could have seen the tears in their eyes. So we are united in her case. And we do appreciate from everyone that we are feeling we are not alone. We are together and trying to find Lina. We call upon the authority here in San Antonio not to lose hope. Start searching for Lina. If there is a need for a manpower, volunteer, we are here. We can provide as many people as possible from the Afghan community. So just call upon us. We're ready to help you guys. We don't have any special equipment to search for Lina, but we do have the manpower. You can expect hundreds, probably thousands of people if you call for a search of volunteer group. So we are here on behalf of the Afghan community. I can assure that we can provide as many people as wanted, but we call upon the authority not to give up. Keep on searching for Lina until she is reunited with her family. As I say, that's not only Lina's parents, that's not only Afghan community, not the Muslim community. I think we are sharing her pain. We are all together. So please don't give up and keep searching. As I say, if there is a need for manpower, we are here. I'm not going to take too much of your time. As I say, we do appreciate for the effort they are putting together, but we don't give up. That's one of the things. The Amber alarm should have been go off. That should have been running until Lina is reunited with her family. Thanks a lot for everyone coming up together, making that dua in prayer for Lina's to be reunited. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. I will now invite Mr. Manny Plies, our city councilman of District 8.
Assalamu alaikum. I don't have prepared words today. I don't. There are no words that are appropriate that will make us feel better today. All I can do is think about my 3-year-old little girl, Sophia. Today she's 14. But when Sophia was 3 years old, we went to the convention center to the dog show, and she got lost. my wife and I, we were terrified. Terrified. My wife was shaking. My heart felt like it was stopped. I was cold. I was sweating. We were looking everywhere. And it took us about 15 minutes before we heard the voice over the speakers. The parents of Sofia Pelaez, please come to the security office. We have your little girl here. And when we got there, my little girl was eating a snack. They were all playing games with her. But her mom and I were crying. And we hugged her very hard. And those were probably the most difficult 15 minutes of my life. I could not begin to imagine how difficult the last month and a week have been for these poor parents. My mind cannot begin to compute that. It's that experience of being afraid for my daughter just for 15 minutes alone, and now thinking about Lina's parents every single day. That's why I speak to Chief McManus and SAPD almost every single day about this case. And Chief McManus can't be here right now. And I spoke to him as I was pulling up in the parking lot. You know why? Because he's working on this case right now. Yesterday when I called him, I said, Chief, I need to know. He goes, Councilman, I'm going to call you right back. I'm on the phone with the FBI agent in charge. We're working on this case. Every day, all day, he and his team are working on this case with the FBI and other law enforcement. They take every single tip seriously. Some of you saw in the newspaper today that they got a tip about Fredericksburg, Texas. Chief McManus and his team went to Fredericksburg, Texas with the Fredericksburg police to take that tip. There's no tip, no bit of information that they've not investigated. I bring you a message from the chief. He has 2 daughters. And I said, Chief, are you searching for this little girl with the same sense of urgency with which you would search for my daughter, Sophia? And he says, Councilman, I'm searching with the same sense of urgency if it were my daughters, the 2 McManus girls. And I believe him. I think we need to remember that this search is being conducted by San Antonians for San Antonians. There's been a question I've heard whether or not, because this little girl is a refugee or if she's a Muslim, if we're looking for her with the same intensity. We are. We are all looking for her with the same urgency that we would our own children. Why? Because that's what San Antonians do. We take care of each other, don't we? So I'm not here with any good news, friends. I'm here, my heart broken. I feel like crying right now, also thinking about this little girl, and I want to let you know something. That little girl is my little girl. The same way she is all of your little girl, and no one's given up, okay? Thank you. I think, Mayor, I think you're next.
I will.
Oh, okay, all right.
I'm so sorry about this. Sorry if I moved these. Sorry about that. I thought maybe they were putting suspense. Yes, we're not on Nuremberg. Please, I don't think you need any introduction. Everybody knows you're very yeah, thank you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Well, good afternoon. Today I'd just like to speak to you not just as your mayor, but also as a father. And I want you to know that Lina Sardar Khil is a daughter of San Antonio. And so long as she is not here with us, the search will continue and will extend to the farthest reach that we need it to go. And as Councilman Pelaez has said, it will spare no expense in what it takes to find her. There are no answers, unfortunately. But I will submit to you that if you have hope of her return, that will keep the flame alight. That will allow us to allow the police department and the FBI to continue to have the strength to continue the search. Because without answers, all we can do is hope and search. Without answers, we can have faith. And where there is faith, there is life. And so again, I hope you understand that when it comes to a missing child in the city, they are children of San Antonio. We all know as parents the emptiness and the ache that we have in our hearts when we turn our back and our child is not there. So to the parents of Lina, we need to lift them up and bear some of that burden for them. So again, as your mayor, as Councilman Pelaez said, we talk to the chief almost every single day. I was on the phone with him last night. And unfortunately, there are no answers yet. But as your chief, as your councilman, as your mayor, and as every resource in this city that there is to bear, Lina will be treated as a daughter of San Antonio, which she has been since her parents stepped foot on in this city for the very first time. So God be with you. God be with Lina. And if someone is hearing this that has seen her, that has seen something that might lead to us finding her, call us. Call the police department, call the FBI, tell someone. And this is a child abduction case. So if someone is hearing this that has Lina, return her. Because we will find you. God bless you all. My heart and my door is always open to you, no matter what. In times of celebration, we enjoy coming. Mom, thank you very much. But certainly in times of pain and tragedy, we are there for you as well. Not just as your representatives, but as your family. So thank you very much for allowing us to be here with you. We will continue to provide as much update and answers as we have to give. But in the meantime, we will provide you our faith and our strength so that we can lift each other up. God bless you. Thank you.
I want to, Brother Riaz Sardar Khil, to come forward and speak his feelings to us. He's the father of Lina, the little girl that's missing. I'm sure a lot of you have seen him on the news already. He has a brother that's going to translate for him. He would please speak.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. 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 Lina dipara har waqt dua kawai dua mukari di. Thanks a lot for everyone that's making prayer in dua for finding Lina, and I appreciate everyone. Di zawal jumal shan fa hamana nakum si Lina dipara di dua dipara I've been really appreciating for the management of the Zavala Masjid or MCECC that making this gathering or making this arrangement for dua for Lina. Dachi Lina تقريبا 15 پوره کیږي او تر اوسه پورې کوم معلومات نه شوي. And it's been 5 weeks that Lina has been missing. There is no any news. No
یا چا څخه هیله کوم چې لینا ورسره ده او یا چا څخه هیله کوم چې لینا یې لیدلې ده چېرته او دوی تر اوسه د پولیسو او FBI ته سره نه دي غږېدلي او معلومات نه دي ورکړي.
And I'm expecting anyone who has Lina or may have information regarding Lina that they hasn't contacted with FBI or police regarding, and I'm calling on them to go ahead and answer or call them.
او ټول دغو خلکو نه هیله کومه چې پولیسو او FBI سره معلومات شریک کړئ.
And I'm expecting from those people, whoever anyone has heard, to share that information with the police department or FBI.
او که چېرته تاسې نه شئ کړی چې پولیسو یا FBI سره مخامخ شئ، کړای شئ چې په غیر مستقیم ډول موږ ته زموږ کمیونټۍ کې هر چا ته چې وي معلومات وسپارئ، اتوسو هویت اتوسو نوم به هر څه به پټ وي انشاءالله.
And if you're being scared to contact with the police department or FBI, you can contact anybody. You will be kept secret. So you can contact anyone from the community. You will be unknown, so you will be not caught.
تاسې زره معلومات FBI ته یا موږ ته رسول چې موږ درد لرې کوي او فریاد چې زموږ په کور کې جوړ شوی د هغه په خندو بدلوي او خوشحالۍ بدلوي ورته.
And your information, if that will lead to find Lina, it will bring a happiness to our home.
او د FBI او پولیسو هیله کوم چې زموږ د لور په د کولو کې پوره کوشش وکړي تر څو لینا زر پیدا کړي.
And I'm calling on FBI and the police department try as much as they can to find Lina. Thank you everyone for coming up here together and making that dua prayer for Lina. Thank you.
I'm going to call now our Sheikh Saeed Atif, who's the Imam of our Masjid and our Muslim Children Education and Civic Center, to come and help us out with combined prayers to call for Lina's safe return.
Assalamu alaikum. I hope you can hear me, inshallah. We have mixed feelings. We are sad and we are happy at the same time. We are saddened because Lina is not with us and we haven't heard anything yet. But we are very happy, alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, that everybody is involved. That gives us the feeling and sense of how big is the family in San Antonio, especially when we have our mayor, our councilman, chief of police involved 24/7. It makes our heart really enjoy that sense of family and togetherness and unity. And as a part of our faith, we learn in our religion not to give up hope. And this is something all of us practice. Every night we come from work, we go home, we go to sleep to get some rest. None of us give up hope that the dawn of a new day will break tomorrow. It will be a sunshine tomorrow. The sun will rise the next day. We all have that hope. When we go to work, we always have hope that we're going to have a moment when we get some sleep. The night is coming. By practice, we learn not to give up hope. And we're not giving up. You heard the words from our councilman and our mayor and the chief of police who sent his message to us that give us no choice except to continue doing what we do. And our hopes there that the good news will come soon. I could not help it but to look at this poster, and I would like to ask you, Just a quick question. These are the two pictures been circulating in the media and the news. And you look at this first picture here. Imagine you run into a child in the park, in the mall, any place, and that child face you with a smile like you see Lina. That's not a fake smile. They don't know how to fake it. Look at your face. What's the only thing comes to your heart when you see a child smiling like that? You want to hug them. The least you would do is to smile back. That's the least. All of us can afford it. We can't smile back to that smile. How would you think about harming somebody who meets you with a smile like that? Second picture is a message from a child almost telling you, can we play? Play for good. These are innocent people. There are people who cannot fake their feelings. I'm a father. I know what the family is going through. We can never reach the level of feeling their true feelings, but we can share the anxiety and the worries and the sadness. But we will not give up hope. We will continue. And this is why we appreciate the authorities and those who are involved in the media to keep this case alive. And the beauty of it in San Antonio is not because it's an Afghani child or it is a Muslim child. Now we hear it loud and clear every day. It's a child that belongs to the entire family of San Antonio. There are people who are not Muslims. They're not from Afghanistan. They are putting more time and effort than you can imagine. So we are not in a time or a position where we choose to continue or not. Only have one way is to continue. One goal is for Lina to come back to her family. Again, dear brothers and sisters, I cannot tell you how much we do appreciate you, Dr. Sarah, Dr. Bushra, and all the board, all the time in the meeting. Part of the agenda, yes, we have to run this place. Or at the top, you will find Lina. And will continue to be on the top of our list. Is there any updates? I'd like to tell our mayor, our councilman, our chief of police, I'm not going to say we trust you. It's something more than trust between us. And it's not because of Lina now this is a trust that's been built for years. You guys promised us before so many promises, so many areas in different areas, and you delivered. And I see it loud and clear. We do trust you. And we'll continue to trust you because the trust is built already. We're not building it. Yes, we have dealt with them. They come and ask for our vote, and they are worthy of our vote. And I tell you loud and clear. Our people who come every now and then to show us their support, show us how much they can do. And they do deliver. And we consider you among those group that we really can trust. And in this city, we have to have full trust in those who we have chosen to take care of our matters. And to listen to us, even though we bombard them with our calls and complaints, they still show patience. That patience cannot be shown to you except from a member of your family who cares about you, who love you. So as in San Antonio, we have reached that level. We are one family. You can't complain all we want. They don't tell you enough. Enough is enough. They listen to you again and again and again. You will invite them, they will come, they will show up on time, and they will do their part. Again, I cannot thank you enough. and each and every one of you here today. May Allah bless you and bless your family. May Allah protect you and protect all of your families. And we will conclude with a short prayer for our daughter Lina. I will do it in Arabic and English. Hoping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at some moment when the gates of heavens are open, and He would answer our calls. اللهم يا رب العالمين يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم رد إلينا لينا وإلى أهلها سالمة مصونة يا رب العالمين. اللهم احفظها من كل شر وسوء. اللهم هدئ روع أمها وأبيها وإخوانها وأخواتها وأحبائها. اللهم أسر الخير واليسر والفرج على قلوبهم. اللهم ارفع الكرب والحزن عنهم يا رب العالمين. اللهم أتلس صدورهم بقدومها ورجوعها. اللهم أسمعنا عنها كل خير. اللهم إنا نسألك الفرج القريب. لا أحد ولا مجيب سواك، ولا أحد يرد إلينا البعيد. اللهم يا مفرج، يا مفرج الكروب، فرج كربنا. اللهم هون حزننا. اللهم ارفع هذا البلاء عنا وعن أهلها ودوه يا رب العالمين. We pray to you, Almighty Allah, to bring Lina back to her family safe and sound. As we ask you and beg you to protect her from any harm or any evil matter. We ask you, Almighty, to lighten the burden upon her family, to ease their suffering, and to bring them the good news, to bring joy and happiness back to their heart as they were enjoying it together. We ask Allah to make us hear beautiful and good news soon, and to unite her with her family back. For there is none after you that we can ask big to do what we cannot do. As you are with our Lord and Almighty, you are aware, fully knowing what we are doing and our intentions and our efforts. We beg you and we pray to you to bless our offer, to bless our time, and make us harvest the fruit of seeing this beautiful smile back face to face and with us, enjoying that warmth that Lina was with us. اللهم تقبل منا يا رب العالمين. اللهم إن كانت ساعة استجابة فاستجب لدعائنا يا أرحم الراحمين. وسبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. جزاكم الله خير. Thank you very much.
All the words that you've said, they echo the feeling of when we're sitting here, the feeling that we have in our heart. And I want to thank you, each and every one of you, including Mr. Benitez, and all the other city officials, for taking the time out to step in here and stand here along with this community to show your support. And I want to assure you, we will continue to pray, continue to work, continue to help the search parties, the police, anyone who's looking for Lina or any other missing child. Make sure that we can bring her back home to her family and make them smile once again. Thank you very much.
Never mind.
That means